Hard to imagine from the overgrown brush here now, but decades before Irving was even a city, people had built their lives here. A few years back, people visited this site and made a discovery.
We were just out here looking around and we stumbled across a little piece of concrete and kind of started scratching the ground and found out that it was the foundation of the school.
It was the school for the Estelle Community, which was established in the 1850s. Pictures from the Irving archives show some of the students there. That community was on this land off of what is now Valley View Lane, and that discovery in the brush stirred interest in the site's history.
It would have been completely lost because you couldn't see it.
Volunteers cleaned up the area and started organizing. That ultimately led to this day's big event.
Today we're having a rededication of the Estelle Community marker.
The Heritage Society marker tells some of the history of the area. Descendants of original residents returned to see it.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Property for the Estelle School and the cemetery were donated by my great-grandfather in the mid-1800s.
This was a center of commerce. I mean, they had a cotton gin. They had an immense amount of farming that was going on here with corn and wheat and cotton.
A short walk away, more stories from the past.
They left with an ox team. They went to California chasing gold.
As they unveil another marker. This one for Harrington Cemetery.
We're so appreciative of this recognition for this cemetery and just of our family in general.
It's important for us to take a step back and realize how we became the city that we are today. And it's a combination of all these different areas.
The Estelle community declined in the 1940s as Irving surged.
Irving has grown from the horse and buggy days. In 1953, it's a thriving city.
As Irving began to grow, it started annexing, and by the 1950s and 60s, it was reaching out all the way here to Estelle, to this community.
They are the roots of what became a booming city and region.
And you think about it, this is what the first people saw when they came here and decided, you know what, this is where we're going to build a community, this is where we're going to make a commitment to live.
Now this land is owned by the Irving Independent School District. Other parts of the former Estelle community belong to DFW Airport. Whatever eventually develops around here, the markers will stand.
I'm glad, I'm excited that the markers will be a reminder of what life used to be here.
Well, I think it's not only important for the younger generation coming up through Irving to share the history of Irving. We've got so many great stories to tell.
Stories of the history of Irving, told by those whose families lived it.
We have a lot in common.
And shared for everyone to read. Thomas Gandy for CitySource.